Hi, my name is Audrey Lee. I'm a certified holistic health practitioner, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about water. Now, I know we all know that water is important, but did you know that it's important to know what type of water to drink and why water is so important for our body? When you look in the mirror, I know you don't see your body being composed of about 65+%, but it is. There's water in every organ and tissue in your body, even in your skin. And so we need water to keep our body well. So let's talk about some different types of water because there's so many to choose from. Now, I want you to be mindful that every water that's in a bottle that we buy in the store is not created equal. And you want to make sure that you have purified water, if any water, because as I tell my students, don't drink crap from the tap, because tap water is crap water. It's not the water that we should take in our bodies. And the truth be told, even when I eat my vegetables, I will fill my sink with water, put a couple of drops of essential oils or a cleaner, and I'll make sure that my food is clean, because your food is also made of water. And when you eat foods that don't have water in them, then that's when we find ourselves needing water. You know, those breads and cakes and cookies and pies and things like that. We feel like we have to drink to even just get those things down. I remember back in the day where I didn't really like to drink water because water didn't have a taste. Are you like that? Well, I had to remind myself that it doesn't matter whether it tastes good or not. My body needs it, whether I like it or not. And as a kid, we don't like to always do the things that we don't like to do. And as adults, we don't do the things that we should be doing. But we have to learn how to set an example. So what I used to do is the only time I would drink water is when I had a candy bar or something sweet. Now that I've transformed my health, I make sure that water is a staple in my day, and I make sure I drink it throughout the day. So the question is, how much water should you be drinking? Well, you should drink at least half your body weight in ounces. For instance, if you weigh 120 pounds, you need to drink half of your body weight, which would be 60 ounces a day. That doesn't seem like a lot, and you're probably thinking, oh, I can do that. But not if you're 300, 400 pounds. You need to divide your weight in half, and that's how many ounces you should drink. But the important thing is just start drinking. Take a container that you like. Make sure it's not plastic, preferably a glass or stainless steel is best unless it's BPA free. And then you want to map off your water that you're drinking, kind of like you did when you had a baby and you had to give them bottles. And so I buy a 20-ounce container, and that gives me my 60 ounces of water in for the day. So I know I have to drink 3 of those 20-ounce containers of water every day, and that keeps me mindful of the water that I'm drinking. So if you're not drinking at least maybe an alkaline water, those are good waters to drink, but you don't want to drink too much alkaline water if you're already eating good foods. Alkalinity is really important, but we need to have a balance. And if you're eating a lot of foods that are not good for you, people with alkaline water do great. If you're one that does do a good job with your eating, then you want to make sure it's purified. My particular favorite is drinking Crystal Geyser. It can be found in many, many places, but we found by checking it or testing it against about 150, almost 200 waters, that the company doesn't even know the power of that water, how stabilizing it is to our health because of the impurities that are not in it. It's a very, very pure water to drink, and you'll notice it tastes different. If you taste waters that have a metallic-y taste, or you can see things floating on the inside, definitely take those off your plate. Now, I don't work for any water companies, but my purpose is to make sure that you're just beginning to get water in. Here's some don'ts about water. Don't drink water or anything while you're eating your food, because most people do this because the food that they're eating, they need to support to help get the food down. But the problem is when you drink when you're eating, you dilute the enzymes in your gut, and so the food is kind of floating around all over in your body, and the food can't digest properly, so the signals on the food can't be given to the body, if that makes sense. The other thing that you definitely want to do is drink your water at predominantly somewhat of room temperature, maybe a little bit chilled. because when the water is too hot or too cold, the body has to adjust itself for taking it in for usage. And then otherwise, if it's too cold, it's got to be, heated a little bit. And if it's too hot, it needs to be, of course, cooled down. So when I say that, I'm thinking about even foods that have those temperatures. Too hot soups, too hot teas, and anything in between. We have to be careful of the temperature that we're bringing into our body. If it feels colder than what your body feels, it's probably not the right temperature. But it's not just important to get water inside of your body. It's also important to get water on the outside of your body. So externally, you don't want just any kind of water going on your body, so you can put a filter on your shower or in your home as a filtration system, because the water that you take in to your body goes into your skin, which is the largest pore in your body, and what goes into our cells, and it can be intoxicating if it's not good water. So drink lots of water. It is the beverage of champions, and I feel that everybody should have it or be drinking it, because when you drink it, you're actually creating better elasticity in your joints. You're causing the equilibrium to be imbalanced. Most people that are dehydrated go right to the hospital, and the first thing they do is put you on an IV. We have to be careful to know why it's so important to drink our water. And so with those staples of knowing that you want it purified, you want to make sure that the temperature is right, and you want to make sure that you measure the container that you're getting it in. That's a great way to always make sure that you're getting your water in. So your next drink, have a cup of water. Water is the beverage of champions, and it's definitely something that we all should do. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where we'll have more information for you to enjoy.